There's a difference.
No, there's not. Oh my. Okay.
It's our mic.
You guys.
You don't have to be here. It's okay.
You're getting really emotional about this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Who are you with?
Ourselves.
The sweater is for you.
This is just a sweater.
And that's what.
Oh.
My sweater.
Okay. So what are you doing here?
And the red hats too.
And the red.
This.
Just calm down. It's just a
Canada
hat.
great again.
It's just a hat. So. Do you know what a genocide is?
Yeah.
What's a genocide?
It's a mass killing of a group of people.
Of an identifiable group of people. We're saying that Canadian babies are the identifiable group.
Does it say that on that sign?
No.
I don't need to provide the definition of every word.
You do when you're using it in that
No.
that context.
Not really.
No, you really do.
You can figure it out for yourself.
I can, but a genocide is what's happening in Palestine, not what's happening when people get abortions. That's different. Thank you.
Yeah.
Why is it not a genocide?
What about that guy? Why is it not a genocide?
Okay. Okay. Exactly. That's where our argument is. Where does life begin?
It's not a life. It's not a life till it's born and survive.
Yeah.
Until it can survive on its own. Is that the definition of
Yeah,
life?
that would be a definition.
So if you're in a coma or you're on oxygen, you're not alive. You can be killed.
Once you become
So
life,
you're not a
always
human.
life until you die.
Not really.
Okay, if that's
why
your
people
argument.
take people on life support off.
But you don't consider that a human life.
If they're in a coma, no, not really.
That's
So
terrible.
if someone's temporarily in a coma, you can just unplug them because they're not alive?
These are these
That's
silly,
what it
silly
is.
arguments.
It is, yeah.
Well, I'm trying to
Once
follow
you're
your
alive-
logic.
Once you're alive, you're alive.
Yeah, but when is that?
When you're born.
Yeah.
And you can
So
survive.
right outside the birth, when you can survive on your own?
When can you survive?
When you can
does
survive.
when does a pregnancy survive?
What do you mean?
When is a pregnancy viable and when is it not?
When it's viable?
Yeah.
It's dependent on the mother.
No, it's not. Do you go to school here? Are you on a degree program? When is a pregnancy viable?
What do you
Outside
mean?
of the outside of the body of the mother,
Outside
or
of
the
the-
person giving birth.
Outside of the womb, so
Yeah.
they're born.
The child that just comes out of the womb is still dependent on the mother.
Right.
They are.
If you leave it by itself, it's going to die.
Viable.
Like I'm trying
It's
to figure
going
out
to
what
die.
you're asking. Outside of the womb?
One conversation at a time.
Yeah.
Maddie, sit down. We can't do two things at once here.
We got one camera.
Okay.
We got one mic, so.
So when abortion happens, it's done before a child is alive.
Yeah, no scientist or biological study would ever say that because it is completely alive.
It's not alive.
Oh, it's not alive?
It's not alive.
So it's
where
not
does life
growing.
begin? That's what we've been asking.
Outside of the womb.
It's not
So
growing.
right outside the 7-inch
It's-
birth
yeah, it's
canal
absolutely-
only. So 9 months, not a baby, not a life. I'm genuinely asking. I'm trying to follow your logic.
Okay.
So
okay.
as soon as they're born.
Yeah,
So you're fine with all the way up to 9 months.
I am. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's not a baby up until then.
No.
What's the difference between a 9-month-old and a 9-month-old in 2 minutes outside the womb?
It depends. On how
What's the difference by your definition of life?
It hasn't. It can't breathe before it's born.
Breathing accounts for life?
Being born is what she said.
Yeah.
Once it's born,
So I'm asking, what's the difference between a 9-month-old and a 9-month-old in 2 minutes? Just the 6-inch birth canal? Just the birth canal? That's it.
Or a C-section.
Right. So just that's the only difference you see in a life and a non-life?
In this instance, yeah.
Yeah, no scientist would agree with you there.
So what is it then until then?
What is a what?
What is it then until then? If it's not a life, it's not a
fetus.
human.
It's fetus.
You know what fetus means in Latin?
Do you know what a fetus means in English?
Yes.
Okay, go.
Yeah, human offspring.
Oh, human offspring.
You can Google it right now if you don't believe me.
Yeah. Can I? Cool. Let's argue about this. How long is a pregnancy viable for? Okay.
No, you got out of the kitchen real fast after it was a little hot. So, human offspring. That's what the word.
I got out of the kitchen.
Yeah, it got hot in the
I
kitchen.
should be in the kitchen
That's
having babies.
It's a saying. It
It's
has
a
nothing
saying.
to do with anything.
Never heard that.
It seems like you're trying to deflect from the argument.
Okay, listen. So, is there a reason to get an abortion?
No.
No. So let's say that baby's going to die the second it comes out of the birth canal.
You do everything you can to save it. You don't kill the baby.
No. Babies are conceived with deformities and abnormalities.
Sure.
And they will die. and it could kill the mother. So should the mother have to have the baby through their entire pregnancy?
There is adoption too. I'm
No,
just
you're
saying.
not understanding.
The doctor tries to save both lives.
Do you know what termination for medical reasons is?
Yeah.
What is it?
It sounds pretty self-explanatory.
Surgery, not abortion.
No, it's absolutely abortion.
No, there's a difference.
No, there is not. Oh my. Okay,
It's our mic.
you guys.
You don't have to be here. It's okay.
You're getting really emotional about this. You don't have to talk. You came over. I'm not.
Picture of dead babies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. They are dead babies.
I didn't know until you said. Thank you.
It's over. It's over.
Really?
Yep.
Okay.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. It's okay. Let's go. Yeah, let's go sit down.
I know. You're right, I'm not yet. There you go. You win.
Have a great day.
Have a nice day.
God bless.
That was weird. That ended a little oddly.